Hey everybody, welcome to the very first episode of Ian Eats on the Road, where I will be going out and trying foods from fast food or sit-down restaurants, taking it out and eating it in the car where I can talk about how I feel without having to worry about anyone around me or for social distancing or anything like that. So yeah, today we will be trying out Bird Boss, a fried chicken specialty restaurant that just opened in the Podium. They specialize in chicken tenders, chicken poppers, chicken sandwiches, in various things where you could eat with rice, with sandwiches, with bows, or as is. And I got a couple, and I'll go through them right now. So the thing is that what they offer is for the singles, they have a choice of tenders, which is the breast meat, and poppers, which is the dark meat. And from there you also have a choice of if you can have it original or if you want it spicy. And going from there you have a choice of different sauces. For this one I went with what they said was the most popular, which is the Bang Bang sauce and the ranch aioli. So we'll start off with the chicken tenders. Well, here, chicken tenders, breast meat, so you can tell it's a familiar shape. You can see that it's got a nice crunch, got a nice exterior with a lot of like crumbly bits, crispy bits, crunchies. It smells nice. You have that, it doesn't smell greasy. It has a nice fried chicken smell and doesn't remind you of anything like any existing chicken. So it has that going for it. And we have these two sauces. Like, I'm assuming this is the Bang Bang and this is the ranch. So let's try these out first. First we'll try the chicken on its own, and then we'll try the sauce on its own, and then we'll try them together. So this is the, I assume, Bang Bang sauce, which the owner told me is that it's a combination of just like, you know, it's spicy, sweet, sour. Oh yeah. Starts off with mayo, and then there's tangy, there's heat, you know, there's a little sweet, so I get that. It's a mayo-based sauce, and this is the ranch aioli. So we'll see what this is like. It's like a good ranch. Okay. Definitely, it's not mayonnaise. I thought it was gonna be another mayonnaise-based sauce. So it's got a kick to it as soon as it comes in. Like, it's rich, but it's not mayo. They have several mayonnaise sauces. They have something called mojo mayo. They have truffle mayo, all based with Kewpie. So we will try the sauces with the. We will put the sauces somewhere here. Just so for easy access. Got a real professional lineup here, fellas. If we spill anything, so be it. So, try it on its own first. Chicken tenders. The first thing I always check with white meat is it dry? Because that's the bane of white meat chicken breast, is that it has a tendency to dry out, especially when it's fried. I can confirm that it's definitely not dry. I wouldn't say it's like juicy or oozing with juice, but it's definitely not dry. It's tender. It's just right out your mouth. So probably go with the sauce first. First was the Bang Bang sauce. richness of that mayo kicks in. Good. Now, try it with the ranch. There's definitely more of a funk for this one. Like, I almost think that this would be blue cheese. If I were to pair the two, I would definitely choose the Bang Bang sauce. So, that's done. I'll wash it down with water. Oh, let's say in. So, we will try the chicken poppers next. This is dark meat, the thigh, and that they sprinkle it with a little spice. So I'm gonna try it first on its own, just to see the heat level. Again, nice aroma. Not greasy, by the way, so that's also a plus. Like, I like a good fried chicken that doesn't like make your fingers oily and you have to like wipe yourself. So not going to go for napkins. It is very dry on the outside, not greasy. I don't want to say dry, I'll say not greasy. So all right, the heat level for the spicy is really, it's Filipino level, because us Pinoys, like, we aren't, maybe with the exception of Bicolanos, we are not that into spice. So this is really, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's really just like a 2. So just like a nice little level of heat. But if you think, for anyone who's like a true serious spicy guy, this will be nothing to them. That said, I mean, it's good, and I am, disclaimer, I am personally biased for dark meat. I love it, so I like this. It works. Definitely like the flavor of the meat. I'll try it with sauces. Bang bang. Can I just say that? That's good. The spices play with the Bang Bang. So, like, if you get this, I would say, like, get the spicy, then get a spicy sauce. Then yeah, then let that all play together. Now is the ranch. Yeah, I like ranch sauce. This is just funkier than ranch. I have to say, I'm not sure if I'll get this again. There are still a lot of sauces they have, so I could see myself getting the Bang Bang again and then trying something else. So we've tried the two. So next up, we'll try some of the sides. This is the Tater Tots, topped with bacon and cheese sauce. So they also have fries, and I believe mac and cheese and a couple of sides. So Tater Tots aren't really that well known here yet, so that's why I'm trying it. All right. Like, they have Tater Tots plain, and this is like a special sided dish. This may be the first time I've actually tried Tater Tots, and quite good. And so if I were, for someone who's never had Tater Tots, I would describe it as maybe a mix between a hash brown and a croquette. where they're more tender inside than your hash brown, but just as crispy on the outside. I like it. Although I would think that as a whole, if you got it on a plate where you got your fried chicken and then you got your tater tots, it's just fried on fried. So this may not be my first choice to eat with it, but on its own it's actually delicious. I like it. It just might be a little bit overwhelming when eaten with fried chicken, he said as he kept shoving them into his mouth. All right. They have a line of sandwiches, a lot of sandwiches actually. So including one that had truffle mayo and whole egg, but I went with their classic. This is their starter. So this is their chicken sandwich. They say it comes with bang bang sauce, sweet pickles, and lettuce. So at first I thought this was like their version of the Popeyes chicken, and it's got a buttery brioche, by the way, so you can see it. So there's the chicken, there's the cabbage, there's the pickle, there's the sauce. As I was saying, like, I thought it would be like a version of Popeyes, but it's not, because the pickle is just basically your standard jarred slice, like tiny slice. So not so much. And the chicken itself, they said, I asked, all their chicken burger patties are made with dark meat. So not quite the same, but it's not cheap. It's like, this one is like $199. This is your starter sandwich, but it is big, I will say that. So, and the brioche bun looks really nice. I will say it's satisfying. A sandwich that it's not cheap, but when you're done with it, you don't feel cheated, which that's just what I look for, in that you want value for whatever you pay, whether it's $10 or $500. You just want to get your money's worth, and you don't want to feel like you overpaid. And with this one, I don't think I overpaid. This is worth the price that they charged. You can tell this is like a big bite, and how do I put this wholesome? You know, I have lots of experience fitting big pieces of meat in my mouth, and so this is a bit of a challenge. Yeah. Like a lot of sandwiches, I would say that wouldn't be satisfying just for a snack, but to get this, get some sides, get a drink, you're good. Good for a meal or a heavy snack. All right, so we tried all those. They also have dessert, and usually, you know, I wouldn't mess with desserts so much, especially since they're one specialty restaurant, and their specialty is not desserts, right? So, but I had tried once they saw it on the menu, and because they said they had crack pie. I'm gonna tear this box open now. No, for those who don't know, crack pie is an invention of Christina Tosi from Momofuku Milk Bar. It's basically a chess pie. It's baked with butter and sugar. It's basically it, and topped with powdered sugar. And it was a huge hit and one of the signature items of Momofuku Milk Bar. Then eventually, you know, the name was a bit controversial, so they just changed to Milk Bar Pie. So technically, the name is, they're not stealing any IP since, you know, like since Milk Bar abandoned it. Here it is. I have to say it's not. I kind of expected something bigger, but it does look like it. I say, here it is. So it's not the biggest dessert. It's more like how Jollibee peach mango pies are. So I have had the Momofuku Milk Bar crack pie, so I'll be able to directly compare it. And since they named it the crack pie, I kind of feel justified in comparing it. So here we go. When you bite into it, you feel the crust. There's that crumbly, crackly crust, and then the filling is just butter and sugar. It's just pure sweetness. So you have to, you know, you have to aim when that's all you're working with to make it that you're not full with the first bite, and you want to actually take a second bite. That's a challenge, and I have to say, they nailed it. The crack pie in New York is a lot thicker, but I think this is just balanced just right. If this was any thicker, it would be overwhelming. So yeah, I'm finishing this. I was kind of ready to say, I was ready to like say like, it's okay, but not as good as Milk Bar, but this is good. This is good. I can say that if you always wondered what the crack pie / the Milk Bar pie was like, and you haven't been able to go to New York, try it. If it doesn't taste, I wouldn't say it tastes exactly like the Milk Bar pie, but it gives you an idea of what the crack pie is like, the concept of it. And it's pretty damn good. All done. Well, that's it. We did the tenders, we did the poppers, because we like to do our poppers. We did the sandwich, and we did the crack pie, and I have to say, like, it was all good. That's what I like about restaurants like these that specialize in one thing. Like, you have to be good. You have no choice otherwise. And I would say that Bird Boss, they nailed it. They did it, and I would recommend them, especially if you like fried chicken. So if you like a fried chicken sandwich, if you like your tenders or your poppers, or even if you just like to try crack pie, I would recommend going here. And so the price level, it's not cheap. I would rank it probably along the same lines as Moment Group's 8 Cuts, where it's more expensive than McDonald's or Jollibee, but it's less expensive than like a fine dining restaurant. And so while it is like not the cheapest, you will get fill up. You will get full with the portion sizes. It is generous. Ooh. And the flavors are good, and the chicken is legit. So yeah, you can find Bird Boss in the 5th floor of the Podium. So I hear that there's a lot of like other good spaces, restaurants along with it, so check them out too. For full disclosure sake, I paid for everything myself. This was not sponsored by anyone, so the decisions are mine, the opinions are mine, and like there's no, that's it. So I hope you liked it, and if you liked this video and if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe below. And I hope you liked it, and yeah, and I'll say it again, I hope you like it. That's the 3rd time. And yeah, so stay tuned for the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ian Eats. Bye.